Thanks for joining us for this National Weather Service Jackson weather briefing for the ArkLaMiss region, recorded on December 30th, 2016. We're going to be highlighting a much more active weather pattern over the upcoming week. Really, there are three main systems that we're going to talk about during this time frame. The first will be from New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, with some potential for locally heavy rainfall. We'll have another wave on Monday that will bring some potential for thunderstorms, some of which could be severe. And then towards the end of next week, we'll be talking about a system that will bring much colder air into the region and maybe even the potential for some wintry precipitation. So first, with the first system, a storm system will develop along the Gulf Coast and spread rain across the area on New Year's Eve. On Saturday morning, it'll be lighter rain, maybe some sprinkles, but through the day it will become steadier, and by New Year's Eve night we could have some heavy rain, maybe even a few thunderstorms, especially across the southern half of the area. With that heavier rain and storms, there's a limited threat for some localized flooding. We're expecting rainfall totals generally to be in the 2 to 4 inch range along the Highway 84 and Highway 98 corridors, with maybe some locally higher amounts. And the main time frame for the heavy rainfall threat and the localized flooding threat will be the afternoon and evening hours of New Year's Eve. Rain will continue into New Year's Day, but it's not expected to be as intense, so the flood threat won't still be around, just the continued potential for some rainfall. The next system that we're watching is going to come on Monday. That'll be an upper disturbance pushing across the area. With this system, we'll have more instability across the region, so that will mean an increased potential for thunderstorms. Some of those could be severe. It's still a bit too early to nail down which hazards are going to be predominant, but for now it appears there will be a threat for some damaging wind gusts, maybe some tornadoes, and also possibly some hail up to quarter size. And at this point, it appears the afternoon and evening hours are when this threat will exist across portions of the area. We'll have a little bit of a break going Tuesday into Wednesday, but then yet another system is going to track along the Gulf Coast towards the end of next week. Right now it appears it'll be in the Thursday to Friday time frame. Along with this system tracking along the Gulf Coast, we'll have a more substantial cold front moving south towards the area that will bring a colder air mass. As a result of that, there is going to be some potential for wintry precipitation with this system. Now, certainly, it's still too far out to nail down any sort of details or specifics. So at this stage, we just want you to know about it and want you to keep checking back for the latest forecasts to see how things evolve over the next several days. One thing we are a little bit more certain about, though, is that it will be getting colder with this system. Certainly by the time we get into Friday and into next weekend, we're expecting substantially colder temperatures across the area, perhaps some days with highs only in the 30s. And finally, looking at the total precipitation over the upcoming week, as you can see, over 2 inches of rain are expected across the entire area, and then over the southern half of the area, there's the potential for up to a half a foot of rain in some areas. And generally speaking, this is going to be beneficial precipitation for our area. We do still have some spots that are experiencing rainfall departures over the last few months, so this will help us catch up across the remainder of the area. Just hopefully it won't fall too quickly so we won't have any flooding issues. That concludes our weather briefing. This will be updated again likely on Tuesday because of the holiday on Monday. But certainly if there's a bigger severe weather threat, we'll go ahead and update it on Monday as well. Thanks for viewing.